Okay, hey, we are live. Checking here. Welcome to Million Billion Crypto. Just wanted to jump on here, do a live segment with y'all, so it's unedited, jumping back and forth. I'm just trying to catch up what the market sentiment is and what's been going on. Obviously, if you've been living underneath a rock, then you don't know what's going on in the crypto space and Bitcoin. But I'm gonna fill you in. It's been a while. It's been about a week before I put anything out, so I'm just play a little catch up here, and let's get into it. So July 19th was International Blue Screen of Death Day. So what happened? CloudStrike, which is known for their cybersecurity, went down, and I believe some of banks, media, airports, IT outages, payment systems are impacted by this. Some in Australia, some in UK. I heard some car dealerships couldn't be obviously selling cars. 911 services are down in the US. The London Stock Exchange was disrupted. Um, so the world is obviously being more centralized and more fragile to hacks day by day. So, which is a perfect opportunity, obviously, for DeepIn. DeepIn, decentralized physical infrastructure networks, it's all on the blockchain. It's all decentralized regarding finance, mapping, social networking, mobile networking, mobile phones, obviously, gaming, obviously. Um, it's a perfect time for it to shine. Just believe this cloud strike thing being all centralized might might be an eye opener, if you will, for uh, the world. And as we go into um, uh, this election with Trump, if you take a look at the Polymarket leading the way as far as his stance on accepting Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Let me go here. So blue screen of death, obviously. Let's see. People's here. I don't know why you would want a big ass screen like this on your Samsung on your refrigerator. Um, here you go. 1994, Bill Gates. It's amazing how to think what great and exciting things people will be doing with PCs in the next 30 years. And there you go. 20 years, 30 years later, blue screen of death. Thanks, Microsoft. Bam, look at that. Everybody on CloudStrike. Maybe as a good time to be in DeepIn. Here you go. Deeply sorry, CrowdStrike. Yeah, there you go. Some, if you guys are experiencing this, wow. IT guys are deployed and working, obviously, around the clock with this stuff. Let's push on and move on. So Donald Trump is considering BlackRock CEO Larry Fink. If you guys don't know who Larry Fink is, he is the CEO of BlackRock, the number one or the largest, if you will, asset manager in the world. And he was considering him as being his Treasury Secretary. And I know what's her name? Off the top of the head, she's um, off the top of my head. I can't pick it up right now. But obviously, um, Cynthia Loomis. There you go. My goodness, the problem with going live. I don't have any notes. Just shooting from the hip here. Yeah, Larry Fink, pro Bitcoin. It's see, he sat down with, and I had it here, and I'm scrolling back and forth with. He's down with, I believe it was CNN, and gave his 2 cents here. There you go. Hopefully this is on here. Let me make sure this is going. There you go. Boom. And let's play this. Hopefully I can.
I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're.
And he's talking about
I
Bitcoin
believe
here.
Bitcoin is legitimate. I'm not trying to say there's not misuses like everything else, but it is a legitimate financial instrument that allows you to have maybe uncorrelated, non-correlated type of returns. I believe it is an instrument that you invest in when you're more frightened, though. It is an instrument when you believe that countries are debasing their currency, debasing their currency by excess deficits, and some countries are. I believe we have countries where you're frightened of your everyday existence, and if you have an opportunity to invest in something that is outside your country's control, then you can have more financial control. And so I'm a major believer that there is a role for Bitcoin in portfolios. I believe you're going to see that as one of the asset classes that we all look at. I look at it as digital gold, as I said before, and I do believe there's a real need for everyone to look at it as one alternative to, I would say, the optimism that I have in the world. If you want to hedge hope, Bitcoin is not an instrument for hope unless you're hopeful you're going to make a lot of money on it. But I look at it as a vehicle in which you're expressing your financial acumen in something that you're more frightened of the world, you're more frightened of your existence. And I believe there's a great industrial use for it. And I think a lot of people are missing that.
I couldn't agree more. I changed my mind about it when you.
Okay. So, little scope from little interview from the news to Larry Fink here. Just to describe Bitcoin, it's Bitcoin is no sovereign, has no sovereign. It's a hard cap supply, 21 million. It's a global, immutable, decentralized digital store of value. It's a global, immutable, decentralized digital store of value. And with that being it and said, it leads us to hedge against monetary and fiscal irresponsibility from central banks and governments globally, if you will. It's a hedge against that, and to in addition, with that being said, Bitcoin game theory is. I would explain Bitcoin in my own words, digital gold, and I think that's what Larry Fink. Let me pop out here a second. There you go. Larry Fink would describe it as a digital gold, but it is, and there's more to it. And just let me bounce to here. Let me jump over to here, and just give you a little snippet, just go over it with me. We're going to go to bitcoin.org and share just a little of information. And just bear with me here. What is Bitcoin and so forth?
What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is the first decentralized digital currency. Bitcoins are digital coins you can send through the internet. Compared to other alternatives, Bitcoins have a number of advantages. Bitcoins are transferred directly from person to person via the net, without going through a bank or clearinghouse. This means that the fees are much lower. You can use them in every country. Your account cannot be frozen, and there are no prerequisites or arbitrary limits. Let's look at how it works. Several currency exchanges exist where you can buy and sell Bitcoins for dollars, euros, and more. Your Bitcoins are kept in your digital wallet on your computer or mobile device. Sending Bitcoins is as simple as sending an email, and you can purchase anything with Bitcoin. The Bitcoin network is secured by individuals called miners. Miners are rewarded newly generated Bitcoins for verifying transactions. After transactions are verified, they are recorded in a transparent public ledger. Bitcoin opens up a whole new platform for innovation. The software is completely open source and anyone can review the code. Bitcoin is changing finance the same way the web changed publishing. When everyone has access to a global market, great ideas flourish. Bitcoins are a great way for businesses to minimize transaction fees. It doesn't cost anything to start accepting them, and it's easy to set up. There are no chargebacks, and you'll get additional business from the Bitcoin economy. For more information about Bitcoin, visit weusecoins.com.
Okay, let me close that. There you go. I'll give you more information about Bitcoin. It's at bitcoin.org. Also, this covers, when it's talking about the ledger, it also goes in depth more with what blockchain is and blockchain technology. So very interesting stuff. Let's see, and we're moving on. And we're gonna this. Okay, so everybody knows. Well, it's been said that Donald Trump is set to attend Bitcoin conference 2024 in Nashville, Tennessee. Obviously, he had that assassination attempt on him a few days ago, and which was pretty much unwavering for him. Some would believe that he's a changed person, and we'll see. Very excited to have him be a pro Bitcoin, and his running mate. I believe his last name is Vance. Yes. Also, a whole coiner. He's got approximately $200,000 to $300,000 worth of cryptocurrency or Bitcoin that he holds. So he's obviously a whole corner. Here you go. Let's listen to this here.
The right to self-custody. I will ensure that the future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not driven overseas. I will support the right to self-custody. To the nation's 50 million crypto holders, I say this with your vote. I will keep Elizabeth Warren and her goons away from your Bitcoin. And I will never allow the creation of a central bank digital currency. I will also.
So let me retract that. Senator Loomis and what did he say? He said Elizabeth Warren.
The future of crypto and the future of Bitcoin will be made in the USA, not.
Okay, so Elizabeth Warren will be replaced if Trump goes into office by Larry Fink, the owner of or CEO of BlackRock. So that's pretty crazy. There's some conspiracy about that. I didn't really want to get into it, and I won't get into it. That the Plinker, I can't say SHOT, on YouTube or anything, that he was on a BlackRock commercial, and that BlackRock had supposedly put a bet out there for the assassination of President Trump. That's pretty wild. And then that the person who was in that BlackRock commercial was the alleged, or not alleged, but was the person who tried to make the put the attempt on him, which was a registered Republican. It was weird, but we won't get into that. It's old news. If you like I said, if you were living underneath a rock, you wouldn't be knowing all the stuff that's been going on. It's everywhere. But with that being said, moving on. We didn't even look at Bitcoin's price today. Let's go there. Okay, so Bitcoin currently at 66,800, and it's been really, really volatile within the last 72 hours with the with what's going on with Trump, what's going on with with Joe Biden dropping off for not rerunning for president and not being reelected, or yeah, there you go, dropping out of the reelection, if you will, for 2024, and passing the torch currently for the Democrats, Kamala Harris is VP. So, if you aren't aware, this is Polymarket. A lot of crypto guys, traders. This is pretty much gambling with anything. Right now, the biggest thing right now is the trending is who's going to be the election winner, and right now, let's see if we click here. Who is running? You have the 64% that presidential election winner would be Donald Trump, and 29% Kamala Harris. So obviously, Joe Biden has dropped off that. I think people were betting on whether or not Joe was going to even last until the end of this month, pretty much resigning. But that is possibly the reason why the market is having some volatility right now. I think we had, if you look at right here, I was going to break it down here. Let's go to trade view. Little bit of tech analysis here, if you will. Bear with me. So we're going to trade view here. Bitcoin. And why are we not there you go. My goodness. Are we here? Okay. View tab. We're gonna go to Bitcoin and we'll go to see super charts. So I'll just explain to you the past 72 hours with Joe dropping out, and then Larry Fink possibly being running the treasury. We had a slight wick, and I don't. In the indicators, we will go to indicators and actually look at some. Well, if you want to put some, if you want to really get controversial, some moon phases. We had a dip, little wick, I believe yesterday. I can't remember. We had a full moon, so wick down to, it was, I believe, almost pushing 68. If you can see up here, 68, and then we wicked all the way down to 65. Let me go to the, I think, what was it? Yeah, 65, 66. The date is the 22nd, so that was yesterday. Depending on where you're at, I believe we were at, where was it? 65. I'm not pulling it up right here. The 19th. So it's not showing right there. Maybe it was 66. But we had a dip, and then the news came out with Larry Fink coming up, and then there we go. There's our jump up, and then now we're kind of overbought, and now people are trying to wick down and spam wick and start selling some Bitcoin. And as you know, that we all know that Germany has ended their selling of all their Bitcoin. I don't know how much, but it's not significant now. The dumping is over from Germany, so all is well. We have Mt. Gox coming in, but Mt. Gox has been over crypto market and crypto spaces head for a long time, and it's not phasing. Bitcoin continues to win, and it is fighting for the newest all-time high. We may not see it until the election. We might not see it until next year, but all things are bullish, if you will. We got ETFs coming in the next 24, 48 hours for Ethereum, and it's looking good. It's looking real good. We're going to take a look at, let me bounce around here. Taking a look at our portfolio that we've been DCing in for $100 on these dips, and see overall all-time profit. There you go. All-time profit, $259. You can see there. Boom. We're winning. See? Took advantage of those dips there. And here you go. Here's what we got. Holdings wise. I don't know if you guys can see this. Hold on, let me zoom in here. There you go. Boom. Holdings. I think might have zoomed in a little bit too much there. 0.1 Bitcoin. You have 1.3 Sol. Got some near. We need to buy some more ETH. Looking like Jupiter, Dex, decentralized exchange on Solana, Stacks, Pith Network, and Oracle on Solana. Floki, we bought some earlier. I believe last week. It's a meme, but obviously, team doing some work there. Phantom, I had this in my last portfolio. Wasn't doing good, and due to the new Sonic upgrade, I'm thinking that we're gonna see. This is supposedly. Let me go bounce back. Supposedly, the Solana killer back, if you will, back in the last cycle. But they're making some moves. Bonk, a meme on Solana, Radium, another Dex on Solana, Avalanche, big on gaming, some Fetch AI. I'll put a pin on this Fetch AI. If you guys are into Fetch AI, I got to give you a little update on that. Say, Chainlink, Render, bought some SHIB, and these are the ones that are down. So Ondo Finance, Uniswap, Dex on Ethereum, and Toncoin also. So before we go to move something else, let me go to Fetch AI. Okay, so Fetch AI, Singularity.net, and Ocean Protocol are collaborated to establish a superintelligence alliance. All tokens will be consolidated to create a universal AI token. Tick number ASI for more details, announcements, blah blah blah. So if you guys hold any Singularity, and pop out here. If you guys hold any Singularity, Net, Fetch AI, or Ocean Protocol on any of these exchanges, unless you are on the native, if you're staking and holding liquidity on the native, you need to, and you have it on exchanges, you need to pull it out or swap it prior to their merge, if you will. I know Coinbase is notorious for not merging those tokens. So I don't know if you do, whether or not you've got an email. It's not spam. It's telling you like, hey, you need to move those things, or you're gonna lose it. Move it or lose it, kind of thing. Kind of sucks. But yeah, this notorious for that. We're going to DeFi Llama here. Total value locked overall. And the reason why I want to push it over here, we're going to Ethereum. We're going to watch this TVL here grow over time. Right now, we're in a low, kind of low for Solana, or not Solana, for Ethereum. Bitcoin's pumping, but ETH is not moving, and that tells me something. That tells me two things. The news of, let me backtrack here. The news of the ETF, people tend to, just like traders, just like equities, buy the rumor, sell the news type thing. So, oh wow, I did not realize I'm hot here. Okay, there you go. And buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing, or sell the news. It could be happening. So, and that's the reason why I'm pushing over to the DeFi Llama, is to pretty much see this Toyu value locked, go up or down. So pretty much brace yourselves for some volatility. It's not going to crash. It's gonna 2x 5x from here. So when I say brace for volatility, keep some money on the sidelines and buy those dips, buy those freaking dips, and take advantage, because Ethereum is going to fight, go to the freaking moon. And I'm gonna put a something later on with as far as what my price predictions are. Quarterly, if you will, or the end of the bull run. My predictions are very sandbagged, if you will. I'm calling it just between 8 and 10k. We'll see at 8 to 10k per Ethereum. So yeah, that's just my off the quick take on Ethereum. And then the next in line, hopefully we could see. Let me push over here, and we're talking about spot ETFs. Here we're looking at Solana being the next. Hopefully, we will see. I move on to here. That's my bookmarks. Okay. In other news, who's buying? Japan's MetaPlanet is still accumulating Bitcoin. We've got super bullish news, maybe controversial. Elon Musk putting laser eyes. If you don't know what the laser eyes is on your profile, it's you're if you will, a Bitcoin fanboy, or a fanboy, but extremely bullish on 100k Bitcoin. And it's not a matter of if it will. It's a matter of when it will hit 100k. And we're not. I mean, we were last all-time high was, I believe, 73, and we're only 18-20% from it. So 100k Bitcoin it can come quick, very very quick. As you see or hear, the purchasing power of the US dollar is slowly, just the inflation of it is slowly decreasing. Or I'm sorry, the inflation is inflating, which is decreasing the value of the dollar, obviously. And just people, like Larry Fink said, are using Bitcoin as a store of value, at being digital gold. I mean, if you had, if you were a boomer or older generation back in the day, you would hold gold. But I mean, if you were stacking gold at that time and you wanted to move, you need to move or go somewhere or travel. It takes money to secure it. It takes money to move gold. With Bitcoin, it's digital wallet. It's the greatest asset, if you will, asset class in the world. So arguably, what some people will say, but it's the quickest after 10 years. It's gone up 8,000%. And we're at the cusp with, as gold did its thing with its ETFs, we're at the cusp of going to the moon with Bitcoin. And I don't have a chart for you right now, but the gold and Bitcoin ETF comparison over time, 67,000 Bitcoin, 67,000 price Bitcoin is, I know a lot of people don't have $67,000 running around, and can just be a whole coiner, what we call a whole coin. Whole coiner is 1 Bitcoin. That's a lot of money. And a lot of people would say that's pretty dang expensive. But Bitcoin at 67,000 is a lot more acquirable, if you will, to be a whole coiner than it would be at 100 or 150K Bitcoin. And just do the math with anything else. When I say anything else, other crypto and altcoins out there, it goes parabolic. When Bitcoin shoots up, these altcoins, and this is what they call it, altcoin season, just 10, 15, 20x multiple. And it makes millionaires instantly. So going back to my portfolio here, which I've been DCAing $100 in. One of my strategies, not as far as trading, it just be accumulating and dollar cost averaging. Dollar cost average, put money aside, invest in the faster horse, and invest in the greatest store of value. Because, like I said, a $67,000 Bitcoin is a lot cheaper than a $150,000 Bitcoin. Accumulate those sats, and you'll get there. And not just all in Bitcoin. And some people would argue 50% in Bitcoin, 25% in mid caps, and 25% in memes or stocks, if not stocks, if you will, small projects that have small market caps. I mean, you're gambling there, so you don't want to put 50% into gambling and then be bass backwards with your investments. Make the good choices, make the wise choices. And the reason why I always show you my my portfolio is it's just pretty much it's experimentative, but it's showing you how to accumulate and be a whole coiner, if you will. It's being a whole coiner and also investing in faster and better projects. Now, when I would say better projects or faster horse, if you will, let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Okay, I had a buddy, a friend of mine, also one of my nephews. They're into trading or equities, and the video had its time, I believe, or it's okay. Let's move here. There you go. Nvidia. Nvidia had its stock split, right? And it pumped to the moon. It became a $3 trillion corporation. And it had a stock split. And just like historically, when stock split happened, it continues to decline. Do you see this right here? It climbed, and then it's done. It's done. Just like Apple or Microsoft or any of the arguably Tesla, but Tesla's is moving into AI, so that'll be another topic that we can talk about. But say for instance, okay, so one of my buddies and nephew comes to me, who says, hey uncle or hey bro, should I jump in Nvidia? It's a 6%. It's down 6% today. And at the time that he asked, I'm going to move here to CoinMarketCap, or we can use CoinGecko. We'll go here. At the time, Nvidia was at 117, and Solana was at. Let's see. Let's go with 7. Let's go into 7 days. Solana was at, I believe, 158. There you go. It's a couple of days ago because crypto moves fast, right? So we're looking at Solana at 158 back in July, and look now, we're at 178, 180, and it was at 185 a few hours ago. Okay, and you look at and go back. I should just stay with Trading View here. At the 19th, it was at Nvidia was at 118, 107, 117, 118, and it didn't go anywhere. It didn't go anywhere. It's not going anywhere for now because everybody, and we pop out here. Everybody is moving. It goes away. These market movers they move. Okay, so AI was the thing. Now we have Trump and Larry Fink and everybody talking about crypto. Okay, because AI, yes, it was a thing. It still is a thing. You know, it's here to stay. But crypto is starting to slowly become the winner, if you will. And let me just break this down for you. When I say just crypto, crypto is not just digital money. I had some little. Crypto is not just digital money. There's things that crypto, other than what I was talking about deep in, there's narratives in the crypto space that is going to send crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the ETFs. It's going to send the crypto market parabolic, if you will. It is, and those narratives are, off the top of my head, real world assets, on the blockchain. So they're gonna what Larry Fink and what everybody's doing is they're trying to tokenize real world assets. Okay, you have that. You have meme coins. There's a narrative because it makes millionaires every day. And we'll jump into Solana versus Ethereum and that at another time as far as meme coins and making millionaires. So we have the decentralized infrastructure and decentralized finance, if you will. Okay, we put money in the bank, an X amount of money in the bank. Okay, and we put it in our savings, and what happens? We have dividends, small amounts of return as the dollar is inflating and losing its value. That 1% in the bank in savings is not doing anything for you. So when I let me pop out here to DeFi Llama. Let me go to DeFi Llama, and I'm trying to prove a point. Okay, there you go, DeFi Llama. Okay, when I'm talking about the 5 criteria or narratives for crypto, and I'm comparing DeFi to the banks and your social and your savings, there's some very, if you click here, total value locked in and APYs that dwarf savings and holding money in the bank. Okay, so as you accumulate this crypto, okay, and you buy these tokens, you earn yield with them, and not only do you it's not just money, it's the tokens. You get percentage of the tokens back, and as those percentages of the those tokens that you accumulate, the price goes higher. Okay, so you're at a double win. You're at a double. You're yielding exponentially. And some of these like have 7% yields, 14% yields. If you took a look at them, depending on what what you're into, and we can go whole deep into that as far as projects and yields. But the DeFi, decentralized finance, is the way to go, and that's where these big boys and these money makers are moving. Okay, and that's why you have these total value locked at $101 billion. And I know some of it or most of it's in stable coins, but also you earn yield with those stable coins. And if you use Coinbase, you get I believe a 5% yield just by holding your USDC or USDC on there. And that's right there. That's better than any other bank. And I cannot stand banks. Like my mom would try to, my mom's she just turned 70 and she's retired, and she tried to send me, hey, she tried to send me $10,000 so I can I talk to her. I pop out here. I talk to her and I tell her like and I ask her like, hey, what do you got doing? What do you got in the bank? What do you want to make more? You want to multiply that stuff, because keeping in the savings is not gonna be good. It's not growing at all. It's losing its value. And she's heard about Bitcoin and some cryptocurrency just by in passing, and she knows I started my channel, and she's like, I send you $10,000, and then you can just buy some Bitcoin from me and just hold it and see where it goes. I know this, she watches my video or not. Anyways, going back to, she's trying to send it to me, and she can't send it to me. Whether you use Zelle, is it Zelle? PayPal, there's a cap, right? If you try to send that much, there's a waiting period. I couldn't believe it. It was like 4 days to send $5,000. It was 4 days for her to, hey, hit send to register me. First, it took me 2 days to register me and my bank to accept her, whatever. And then another 4 days for it to clear her bank to come to mine. And then I could start trading it or investing in it for her. Well, going back to our informative Bitcoin video, it's instantaneous. If somebody wanted to send $2 billion to Puerto Rico from here, they just need the Bitcoin address, and they use via Lightning Network. And I believe the fee was like $3 to send $2 billion. And this is not just off the top of my head. This is real world stuff, like real world. And as Bitcoin gets more popular, the network has its upgrades, and it has to, it has to stay fast. It's a Lightning Network. Its job is to Bitcoin and its blockchain and its software is instantaneous anywhere all around the world, from address to address, with minimal fees, because you are empowered as being your own bank. And what better technology to use is that? No centralized bank, don't have to no waiting period. Because let's just say something, for instance, there was an emergency and she needed her money ASAP. I can't wait 4 days. I can't wait 4 days or 10 days, if you will, for the 10 grand to drop into my account. So anyways, off. I have so much to say about banks and problems of their banking system, and that's why Bitcoin was invented, right? uh, anyways, that's all for that. That's all I wanted to say about that. Earning yield with cryptocurrency, definitely a win-win. Now, I could say that, and people arguably like, okay, what if we're in a let me bounce out of here. Sorry. What if we were in a crypto winter? Well, that's when you accumulate, and obviously there's a time frame where when you're winning in a bull market, and we have plenty of time from that, from here, and when that is when we start planning our exit strategy, if you will, pulling certain amount or certain percentages and of your crypto, and essentially taking profit. And obviously, you're getting taxed on that, but we're talking about millions, if you will, or hundreds of thousands to millions. If you accumulate and start accumulating during those crypto winters, or off of the Bitcoin halving events. Okay, it's pretty simple. Every 4 years, if you know what the halving event is, every 4 years, the hash rate, it gets difficult for Bitcoin to get mined. Therefore, the hash rate and the rewards, etc. Okay, happens. Okay, sorry, and there you go. I've been in this space for 7 years, and I've accumulated. I took advantage of those dips, and I DCA'd. I kept money on the sidelines. I bared through the crypto winter. I was in a negative for a long time, and then you think, oh, it's going up, and it's going to go to the moon, but then it drops. It's so volatile, the price for staying in crypto and Bitcoin, the price of it is pretty much volatility. That's all, and you have to stomach that and weather that, because we all know those halving cycles and what it can do as far as trading, accumulating, DCAing, if you will, and building your profile, your portfolio. And I'll go back to that portfolio. We keep hitting back to it. Crypto moves fast. It does. It truly does. And let me see. And with that being said, let's go to. There you go. Crypto bubbles. It moves fast. Memes. They jump with plus 52. Okay, if 2 weeks ago these were down, heavily down, perfect time to accumulate. I mean, you didn't have to go with memes, but you could go with some Gala Gamings. You can go with some D-Pin Mobile HNT. Okay, you could have gone with some Avalanche, Bitcoin, Solana. We are it's a great time to be alive as far as crypto is concerned. We are you stick with me and you stick with crypto, we will see the light of day of retiring your family and generational wealth. And it starts now. We have all the players in play, if you will, coming to the space and driving the price crazy amounts. There's going to be millionaires thousandaires, you know, uh, just continue DCA. Stick with me in this channel. I try to bear through um, the red with you. I've gone through it, and make you pretty much choose some wise choices as far as assets that are they'll move fast with you, and I'll try to put out some alpha for you guys. But I mean, it's a shot in the bucket. As long as you're not hitting one of these stable coins, and you go with any of these hard hitters, whether it be memes or not, or projects, oracles, chains, you're gonna win. You're gonna win if you accumulate during these dips. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. I went off on a little bit of a tangent. Anyway, some entertainment here. I just wanted to with something with you guys. Who's ready for the next 4 years of this?
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been. You know? What can be unburdened by what has been. 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 What we can see, what we believe can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by
I
what
like the
has
music,
been.
the background
What
music.
can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Who we can be unburdened by who we have been. What can be unburdened by what has been. Where we can be unburdened
Okay, it
by
goes
where
on
we've
for
been.
4 minutes, and she just
Unburdened by
keeps.
what's been. Burdened by
All
what
right.
has been. There are
All right. So we got Elon Musk. His timing going to be perfect? Start accepting Bitcoin to further to so Elon Musk, he's moving into AI. Okay, obviously he's got the car, the electric cars, the SpaceX on wrap when Trump gets into office. You know, he's going to be fully endorsed by Trump. And that, with that being, you know, because I believe Elon is giving him 24 million, or had given 24 million a month for his Republican campaign, etc. You guys know what they're going to be, you know, buddies, and Trump's gonna send Tesla to the moon, and with that, Tesla would, you know, Elon said that I think he put it out last cycle that if Bitcoin becomes 50% energy free, or energy sufficient, or if you will, that he would start accepting Bitcoin as payment for his Tesla or his so-called bots, AI bots, or robots that are coming out, and then just that would, just like last cycle, it would send Bitcoin to the moon, and we'll see how Dogecoin reacts. It's up 16%. Yeah, and I think he's a bit. When I say he, Elon Musk is also further endorsing Floki too. There's some kind of correlation there. You know, Floki is obviously his dog, his Shiba Inu name. So therefore, that was the birth of Floki a few years back. But we won't go into that. Do I hold some Floki in my wallet? Yes, and I'd like to have just a quick disclaimer. Obviously, none of this is financial advice, as you read in my description. It is meme coins are a driver for retailers, and you can get in and you can get out what I'm trying to say is when you get in, you need to get out because as quickly as they jump up, they are quick to fall. We had some. We didn't actually go to zero. Like we thought Doge was going to go to $1 at that time, and then it faltered. I believe and during the crypto winter, it dropped down to 6 cents, and its all-time high was I think 74 cents at the time when they were recording. When he was doing some Saturday Night Live, and he was going to obviously pump. I didn't pull out that then. I pretty much doubled down. I still came up on top, a couple of G's or a few G's in the positive. So that was pretty cool. It was quite a run back then, back in the day. But here we are. Here we are with trading view. So Bitcoin is at a low. I don't know, not low, but getting a red candle here, 67. It's going to be very volatile, guys. Hang on for dear life, and accumulate, if you will. Okay, did I? Sorry, I want to make sure I cover everything on my thumbnail. Okay, so NVIDIA is down, Microsoft's down, CloudStrike's down. I know this is not crypto stuff, but it's obviously down because of what's going on with the International Blue Screen Death Day. 3 takeaways, or is it 3? Yeah, 3 takeaways. International Blue Screen of Death Day. Okay, the world is being more centralized and more fragile each day. QN, DPIN, and decentralized networks, if you will, decentralized physical infrastructure networks. Perfect time. That being said, I'll put out some content as far as what kind of projects that are covering in the real world assets as far as decentralized finance and DPIN infrastructure networks. What I think would be profitable in this narrative of. Did I cover all the narrative? I'm jumping back and forth here. So we got the real world assets. We have the meme coins. We have Ethereum ETFs coming. AI. I will definitely put out some AI tokens that I hold, and I would definitely consider not financial advice for you guys jumping into. And then the last one, my top of my head. I think I covered them all. Yeah, I covered them all. ETFs, yes. Memes, real world assets, AI. That is a best narrative to jump into. Any of those narratives to get into any of those assets as far as crypto, those characteristics. And then you can also find those characteristics. If you go here, cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, and you click on categories. Sorry, DeFi as well. Obviously, that's a big one. That should be. That's always been a narrative each year. So you have some memes, cat memes, tokens, Ethereum ecosystem. Obviously, Base is the big wave is causing waves against Solana. So you have Solana ecosystem and then a Base ecosystem, and obviously Ethereum. So you can go there. Yep, categories, and then look up some AI categories. What's fire? See this fire thing? Yep. Okay. So top coins doing their little crypto bubbles here, just in this market capitalization for AI. I mean, you don't have to take it from me. You can just look on here, and then look what their market caps are. You know, Near was a big one. I believe it hit $35 during the last bull run, and they're in the AI narrative. He's got plenty of room for to Near to go to the moon. Render a new one. AIOZ network. Okay. Echelon Prime. I heard a lot of people, and there's a lot of YouTubers doing Echelon Prime. Okay. So this is the crypto AI narrative. And then we'll go to memes, obviously. Okay. And then you have the Solana ecosystem. Here you go. Real world assets. There you go. Hopefully I'm capturing all this. I have to bounce back and forth to make sure I am. Man, if I get the black screen and I'm just talking, you guys don't, I apologize for that. This is the problems with going live. So there you go. Real world assets, Avalanche, Chainlink, Oracle, Internet Computer. I have some words to say about that. Undo Finance, Quant. Okay. TrueFi is a big one. I'm in TrueFi and some Prime as well. Let's see. Political finance. Wow. Okay. This is obviously memes, guys. Okay. Political finance tokens, MAGA Trump. I don't know if he necessarily has it. Is this his coin or necessarily? I have to do my research on it, but obviously a lot of these can go to zero because there's so many Joe Biden, MAGA people, Simpson, Trump, Joe Biden, Trump, you know, just, and these coins go up each day and they pump and dump. So just do your own research on some of these. If you're on some of the Discord channels, with these tokens, just be careful. It's never the moderator or the guy sending you some potential scamming, and I'll have another video for that in the near future as far as protecting your keys and scammers. Anyways, my dogs needs to be let out, so that's it for today. Covered a lot of things. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to hear, what kind of stuff covered. I'll try to put out more content and do some shorts earlier. It's been a long one. It's an hour and 2 minutes. So with that being said, you guys stay safe out there, stay hydrated, stay invested, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.